What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another self-care Sunday. So first things first, if you are new here, self-care Sunday is a day that we take out every single week to deep condition, do some treatments, take care of ourselves. Self-care is very important to me because I struggle with the disease, and so it's really important for me to take out one day of the week just to treat myself, take care of myself if I don't do anything else. And so Sunday is usually my day, and I also take that day to review hair masks for you guys. And today we're going to be doing a new baby. This is the She Scented Marula Mallow Miracle Melt Mask with marula, marshmallow, and castor. So that's what she looks like. And if you've seen my Black Friday haul video, you know what the texture looks like, but that is what the texture looks like. Super thick and creamy. So this mask is new from She Scented, but the Marula Mallow concept is not new from She Scented. So she does have a Marula Mallow leave-in. She also has the Marula Mallow hair cream, which used to be I think it was like the Marshmallow Moist hair cream. So she took that, changed it a little bit, and changed the packaging, so it's now a part of this collection. And she also recently released a new hair milk as well. So She Scented has just been really on it with releasing new products, companion products to existing lines, as well as really, you know, upping their game on the packaging. Not that the packaging wasn't cute already, but it just gets cuter and cuter. I just love the packaging on this, and I love that they're doing the little labels on the tops as well. So some information about this mask. It says this weekly luxurious deep conditioning treatment melts down knots and tangles. It completely restores and hydrates damaged hair while adding intensive moisture. The result is long-lasting moisture and elasticity. Your thirsty hair will drink it up. And it says it's for kinky, curly, coily hair. So basically, autumn hair types, it got you. It says to use, apply to freshly shampooed hair. Leave on for 15 minutes or up to 1 hour. Rinse. Can be used with mild heat for deeper conditioning. And just for some specs on ingredients, it has purified water, aloe leaf extract, BTMS, cereal alcohol, avocado oil, and then it's followed by cetyl alcohol and the marula seed oil. The marshmallow is a little bit further down. So great ingredients. I am expecting this to be super slippery, and I'm really expecting it, just by the way it's looking, I'm expecting it to coat my strands. I have the feeling like this may be a contender for my Royal Honey and Argan. So if you're interested in seeing how this new Marula Mallow Miracle Melt Mask works in my hair, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm starting on freshly co-washed hair. Honorable mention, I did use the Curl Origin, the chocolate co-wash today. Cocoa, chocolate, whatever it's called. I cannot remember. I am having massive brain farts today. I didn't get any sleep last night. And I absolutely love that stuff. I am getting ready to do my Curl Origin video, but I wanted to try the co-wash a few times because co-washes are the types of things that you can use it as a first impression and you'll think it's great, and then you keep using it and you hate it, or vice versa. But this is how it left my hair. I had very light silicone free and shea butter free products in my hair. That's why I went ahead and used that, and I only used that. I did not condition. This is just the result of that. And I do have shiny curls. They're a little limp, but that's okay because, you know, we're talking freshly co-washed. We're not talking co-washed and conditioned. And if you have used the Marula Mallow leave-in, it smells exactly like that. There is no difference in fragrance. And I am using warm water. So how are y'all doing this week? Did you guys have a productive week? Are we doing good? Starting 2019 off well? I had a productive and a painful week, so I'm kind of getting over the pains. I'm still in pain, but you know, we gotta make it through. I'm gonna take a little bit off of the top, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit from the jar as well. So let's see that consistency. Oh yeah, That feels really nice. It's super duper creamy. Still not quite as thick as the Royal Honey and Argan, but almost as thick. It has a lot of slip though. I think this has more slip than the Royal Honey. Not that the Royal Honey doesn't have slip, it's just that it is a thicker product. So sometimes when you have thicker products, you do sacrifice a little bit of that slip for that thickness, and I'm okay with that. This is just gliding. So you guys know what I look for in a good deep conditioner. I pay attention to how it goes on the hair, how my hair reacts to it upon application, and then how my hair looks. Does it give me, you know, extra elasticity, extra shine, all those good things. And if you're new here, then now you know. So far I'm really liking this though. And I didn't use a lot at all. I have somebody that likes to come on my videos and make like very obvious comments. One time they were like, that's a lot of deep conditioner you put on that section. And I'm just like, I literally just said I didn't put that much on my hair. Someone wasn't paying attention. It's okay though. I'm very blessed in that I don't really have a lot of negativity on my channel, so just super duper positive. And when I have comments like that, I just kind of let it go. And so I do like to make sure that my strands are completely saturated and coated, and I don't have to work very hard to do that. Also, I do tend to apply just a tad bit more when I am doing these videos, because I typically apply my deep conditioners in the shower. And I don't know if I told you guys, but my room is super duper cold. I have the coldest room in the house. That's why there's a pile of blankets behind me, because I sleep with like my sheets, my comforter, and like 3 blankets. No exaggeration. And so I have to, sometimes I do have to be cognizant of adding just a tad bit more product, because the cold air will kind of seize things up a little bit. So that's why I typically apply my products in the shower. I feel like I get a little bit better absorption that way, and then I feel like my products last a little bit longer too. So that is what everything is looking like. So far she's shrinking up nicely. That's what I like to see. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off as kind of low energy today, y'all. I am. I don't like to sugarcoat how I'm feeling with you guys. I was really good yesterday, and then last night it was like I just had this really awful pain hit me. And so seems like a flare-up. But I have to be careful with how much medication that I take, and I have to be cognizant of when I choose to take certain medications, because they do have me on the heavier stuff, which I'm not really supposed to take. If y'all don't know, I did have a colonoscopy, and I do have some ulcers from the medications that I have had to take, and so I don't take medicine on an empty stomach, but it's just that I have to take more ibuprofen than the average human being. More than a stomach is used to, so that's really all that it is. So I have to be cognizant of how much I take, when I really should take it and when I shouldn't. I have a very strange tangle here. And then also they have me on Oxy, which I don't like to take, but sometimes I don't have a choice. It's like that or the hospital. But the thing I hate about it is that I'm starting to realize that when I do have to take them, when I have really bad flare-ups, I do withdraw from them, and that is a whole nother, it's just like really awful headaches and stuff like that. If you have had to take strong medication for any long period of time, then you totally understand what I mean. So, no, I'm not an addict, I'm not crazy, you know, like, I'm not doing anything for a high. I'm very responsible with my medications, and when I say I'm taking them, I mean like I cut my pills into quarters. I'm not taking a lot of medication, but I'm super duper sensitive to pain meds. Even like 400 to 600 milligrams of ibuprofen will make me tired. So I'm very sensitive to medication, and so I have to be careful. So right now I'm kind of riding it out because I'm not really sure what I should be taking. But I also wanted to just talk to you guys, just give you guys some updates while we do our masks. So I'm really gonna need y'all to kind of bear with me these next few months, from now, like basically through March. I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-filming, well, at least attempting to do a lot of pre-filming, and probably trying to upload more content when I can. But it's going to be a weird few months because I finally have a date for my surgery. My surgery is going to be at the end of February. And if you know anything about endometriosis, then you know that your doctors don't really, like, they have a game plan, but they don't really know what all they're going to find until they go in and find it. You can't see those adhesions on an ultrasound. And so they could get in, and the extent of the damage could be far more than what we thought it would be. And so I'm not quite sure what the downtime is going to be. There's been a lot of discussions about probably taking out my right ovary. And if you're new, please don't tell me not to, because at this point I'd rather they take it. I think there's probably going to be a little too much damage on that ovary. And the more I hear them talk about it, it sounds like they believe that they're going to have to take it. Just for reference, I have like a 5-centimeter cyst that is on my right ovary right now. And it's not a normal cyst that women get. It is a blood-filled cyst. It's an endometrioma. It's related to my disease. And it's something that has to be cut out, or it will keep growing. But there is also the chance that it could grow back. And so that is something I have to be cognizant of. I have that. I have a 5-centimeter cyst on my ovary, and I think one was 3 and another one was 2. It was around there, but basically, like, if you look at my right ovary on an ultrasound, it looks like a deformed Mickey Mouse. And so when you take that into perspective, it's basically like I have a second ovary sitting on top of my ovary, just in terms of the size. And so you do have to take into account how much damage that may cause. I would rather take away one ovary and give the other one an opportunity to thrive than not. So we'll see. It's going to be like an invasive surgery though, because based on the MRIs that they've done, they can't see the extent, but they know that I have scar tissue that has adhered to my bowel. So that is going to be a process. It's probably going to be a long surgery. It sounds like it might not be outpatient. So I'm going to be working really hard to be consistent with content, but in the next few months it's going to be more difficult for me, and especially just because, like, this cyst is definitely growing. It's getting bigger with time, and so that's also something that I'm going to have to deal with too, is sometimes I won't necessarily be able to film when I want to for that reason. So I'm just letting you guys know. I feel like y'all are just amazing supporters. Y'all are super duper sweet, and I appreciate all of the support that I have received from you guys. I do plan on doing more videos, you know, about endometriosis and reproductive health. I think that is extremely important. So we will definitely be having more talks about that. And like I always say, like, if you guys have questions, feel free, like, to leave it in the comment section, or I usually leave my Instagram handle in the description box. If it's too personal, you know, you don't want to just leave it out there for people to see, you can feel free to DM me. A lot of you guys DM me with questions that you have about endometriosis, hair, all sorts of stuff, and I'm totally okay with that. I may not answer you like as soon as you DM me, but I will respond, and I will try to give you the best answer that I can. Of course, I'm not a doctor, and so 9 times out of 10, I'm going to leave you suggestions for finding the best doctor that you can. But just if you have questions about symptoms or like what I do in the meantime, when I'm struggling, how I cope, I've done some videos on that. But if you have, you know, more in-depth questions, you can always feel free to DM me. I totally don't mind that at all. And honestly, like, it makes me feel super proud that you guys feel comfortable enough to talk to me about those things, because I know how difficult it can be to have those conversations. It's not easy at all. And so I totally understand. But part of the reason why I wanted to build a platform was so that more of us could feel comfortable talking about it. Because when I was a kid, I thought that these things were normal, and I didn't have an understanding that they weren't. And because I didn't understand that they weren't normal, I never really told my mom what was going on. And I'll just be very open with you guys. I do have an oncologist on my case, because at this point they're not sure if this cyst has become a tumor. The chances that I have cancer are extremely, extremely small, but they're being extra precautious, and he's going to be on the surgery with me. But when I met him for the first time and he was talking to me about my case, and it seems to be the general consensus with a lot of the doctors that I have, is that they're just really frustrated and upset for me, because they know that so much of my sordid medical history has actually been related to endometriosis. And he said I've more than likely been dealing with endo since I was in middle school. And it's just something that, you know, people hear the issues that you have and they don't take it seriously. And I was never really taken seriously when it came to stuff like that. And so it is my goal to really just spread the word and increase that discussion regarding endometriosis, so that we understand what is normal for our bodies and what is not. I think it's very important that we do that as women, because we tend to take a lot, we carry a lot, and we think that we're just supposed to do that. Like, I think a lot of times as women, and especially as Black women, we are made to feel as though we are supposed to carry that load, that sometimes life is just that hard, and you just have to get through it and get over it, and it'll work out in time. And sometimes, like, it's okay to acknowledge that things shouldn't be that hard. And so I'm really happy that I can be someone who talks about these things, who has become trusted enough for a lot of you guys to reach out to me on a personal level and have conversations about just reproductive health in general and some of the fears that you guys have. I am definitely making a mess, but that's okay. This is very creamy, and so it flings around a little bit. But yeah, it just makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like I am fulfilling a purpose, knowing that there are women out here that are inspired by my openness. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like it when people are super open and candid about what they've gone through, but I feel like it's important, especially when it comes to things like this, because so many women suffer with endo, and they have no clue. Like, they don't even know what endometriosis is. The only reason I knew what endometriosis was because my aunt had it. She ended up having to have a full hysterectomy. Of course, back when she was younger, there wasn't as much technology to really help with those things. And so by the time they found hers, it just, everything had to go. And so that's the reason why I know about it. But a lot of women don't even know what endometriosis is, and so you don't know that there's a possibility. A lot of women don't know about endometriosis. They don't know about fibroids. Like, there's so many things that could just be wrong, or, you know, just your period being irregular in general. And too, it's a lot harder for Black women as well, because there are a lot of doctors that will try to put you in situations where they will put you on harmful birth controls, basically like attempted sterilization. I know a lot of women that have been on Depo that don't know how Depo actually works. They don't know that you're actually not supposed to take it consistently for years and years and years. Like, I know some girls that have been on Depo since they were like 16, and now they're like, I don't know if I can get pregnant, because they haven't had periods for so long. Now they're dealing with infertility, and I hear this a lot from women in general, but especially a lot from Black women, because oftentimes we're not taken seriously. They just shove another birth control pill down your throat. And that was a red flag for me, was when I knew something was wrong, when I was tired all the time, when I was in pain all the time, even when I wasn't on my period, my gyno would just want to slap me with another birth control. She never really took me seriously. And so eventually I was just like, I don't know what this stuff is doing to my body, but with all the extensive knowledge I have on biology, I was like, I know it can't be good. And so that was really when I started looking for other doctors, and trying to find other avenues to really help with that. And so I take a lot of pride, and I take it very seriously when you guys ask me questions about this, because I was that girl, and I know how hard it was. I know how hard it is. And so if you guys ever have a question for me, and of course, like I said, I will be doing more videos on this, but always feel free to ask them. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to share your experiences. You never, ever, ever know who you will touch. I know one of you guys, and I am so sorry, I am so tired, I cannot remember your name, but I had mentioned the issues I've had with my endometriosis on in the comment sections of someone's video, and you ended up finding my video about my endometriosis journey on my old vlog channel, and then you ended up finding me on this channel, and just knowing that helped you in any capacity honestly just makes me feel so good. And so just so you guys know, like, I really appreciate it. But honestly, like, a lot of the things that I do, and a big part of how I've lived my life, is that I don't want other women to experience and understand the struggles that I've been through. I would love for nobody to know what this feels like. And so if I can help someone catch it, or help someone get to a point where they don't have to wait 7 to 10 years, you know, if you are 18, I don't want you to have to wait until you're 30 to get help. And a lot of doctors will try to make you wait until you're 30 years old to get help. And so if I can help you further that progress, that's honestly all that I ask for. So I know this went on a very long tangent, but that was all just to say, like, I am going to be having surgery, and hopefully this will be a huge life-changing surgery for me. It's been a long time coming, and it's taken so long because I finally have doctors that are, you know, they're super nitpicky. They don't want to miss a single thing. They want to make sure that every avenue is covered. And so I've had a lot of procedures prior to this, to make sure that everything is really taken care of. and making sure that I can function again. I'm only 24 and I want to be able to live a long, healthy life, whether that means I have biological children or not. I have always had intentions of adopting. I already have agencies picked out, and so regardless what happens in my life, I know that I'm going to be a mother, and I know I'm going to be a good mother, and that should be no one else's concern. The concern should be your health first. Children and motherhood and a family that will come. I promise you it will. Even my aunt, she can tell you the same thing. Like, she is a happy woman. And she has had her trials and tribulations because of her endometriosis, but she, you know, she has a family and everyone else's kids are her kids, and she's happy with her life. And so, you have to make the decisions that are best for you, not for your mom, your dad, you know, your friends, your church family, your boyfriend, or your one day maybe husband. You know, people have to love you as you are. And that is something that we don't often teach people, is that people are supposed to love you as you are. If God loves you as you are, he said, come as you are, then you have to come as you are. And having functioning ovaries and a functioning uterus isn't the only thing that makes you a productive member of society, a productive human being. And just know that. And I'm really happy that a lot of you guys have reached out to me. But anyway, let me just get back, touch on a couple more things about this mask. So this was a great application. I did use quite a bit. I get to talking and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I did use quite a bit this time. In the shower, I'll probably use less though, but I only hit like this inner rim. So I'll probably get about 5 to 6 uses out of this, the same way I did with my Royal Honey. I love the smell of this. It smells really, really nice, but it's not like headachy strong. You can smell it, but it shouldn't be offensive at all. It is a very light scent. So I am here for it. I love the texture of this. It's really soft. It's thick, but not too thick. It's honestly a perfect consistency, and I could already see my curls kind of soaking it in, you know, plumping back up. So we shall see. I'm going to go ahead and sit underneath my hooded dryer. I'm going to sit under there for about 30 minutes just to kind of give my body a little bit of a break. I will rinse this out, and then I will come back and tell you guys what I thought about this mask. Alright guys, I'm back, and these are my results using the Marula Mallow Miracle Melt Mask. So you can see this definitely did some good work on my curls. My curls feel super duper hydrated and soft. Really nice. I feel like this actually gives more hydration than moisture. And I say that because when I took the plastic cap off after sitting under the hooded dryer, all of it, literally all of it had sunk into my strands. There was no white left on my hair. And so this is definitely more so hydrating. My curls feel very plump. I can feel some, you know, quite a bit of outward moisture, but I feel like I'm definitely getting that hydration. This mask is dope. It is so good. And I mean, obviously, I expect nothing less from She Scented because y'all know I rave about She Scented all the time. But this is absolutely amazing. Does it beat out my Royal Honey and Argan? No, but I think it's right up there with it just because of that intense hydration. Royal Honey and Argan gives me hydration, but it gives me more intense moisture. This one gives me more intense hydration, so it's like the hydrating version of that one. Before, I was really loving the Papaya Super Hydrate Hair Mask for hydration, but this knocks it out of the park. Definitely. Let's just go back over the claim. So it says it's a weekly luxurious deep conditioning treatment. Yes, it is very luxurious. It melts down knots and tangles. Yes. knocked out my tangles, knocked out my knots. I was just able to really like easily go through my hair. Took me no time at all to get through my hair. It completely restores and hydrates damaged hair while adding intensive moisture. And yes, everything that says is true. All of it. I am so here for this. It says the result is long-lasting moisture and elasticity. The elasticity in my hair was great. My curls were bouncing back when I kind of tugged on them. Your thirsty hair will drink it up. It did. My hair drank this up. Like I said, when I took my plastic cap off, I had nothing like left on my hair. At first I was like, oh girl, are you dry? And then I rinsed it out and I was like, no girl, you're so hydrated. She sent it. I know y'all watch my videos because y'all say y'all watch my videos. She sent it. You hit it out of the freaking park with this. I cannot wait to try the milk. I have the leave-in. I love the leave-in. It's an amazing leave-in. I think I'm just going to have to do a whole video just on She Sent It leave-ins because I don't see the point in doing videos on just one leave-in at a time. I have so many of them. I have almost every single leave-in that She Sent It makes. And so I can't wait to try the milk from this line because I love the pomegranate pear moisture milk. But y'all, get this. If you have not picked this up, get it. I'm pretty sure it is back in stock on the site. I am so excited for this. They came out with 2 more new masks. They came out with the avocado mask, and they also came out with their passion fruit and flax mask in that collection. I will be reviewing that collection as a whole as well, so I won't be doing a self-care Sunday on that mask, but you guys will see how that works in action. But yeah, this is a new favorite. The next time she has a sale, I will probably buy like 2 or 3. The same way that I'm always going to have backups of my pomegranate pear and my royal honey and argan, I will always have backups of this. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me for another self-care Sunday. Sorry I'm dripping. I'm going to go finish this noggin. I'm going to try a new product combo, and if I like it, I'll let y'all know on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I do talk a lot about the products that I'm using and what techniques I'm trying out. So do be sure to follow me on there. And be sure to check out, if you have not checked out She Sent It, be sure to check out She Sent It. They're an amazing company. And definitely, if you're looking for a new mask to try this. It's amazing. This has definitely just revitalized my curls. And of course, I will see you next week for another Self-Care Sunday. Bye.